for Thailand.
Let's talk to them about it. So, okay. Yeah, that's what makes them good.
Yeah.
Duct tape.
That would make good duct tape, wouldn't it? Hi, GenderBlenders. Welcome to week 135. This is a free. 135 of these things out there. Free topic week. So, seeing that, we're kind of a lot like Alice in Wonderland, going through a whole bunch of changes in our transition.
Transitioning is a lot like...
It is a lot like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So, from Alice in Wonderland, the Walrus and the Carpenter, we're going to talk about shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings.
Pigs have wings?
Pigs have wings.
That sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot of pork to me.
That's a lot of pork.
Okay.
So, shoes. Hey, folks, have your shoe sizes changed during transition? Yours?
Yes, but not. That's not normal.
Yeah.
Did yours change?
My size may have changed. My width didn't change for sure, but my length might have gotten a little smaller. But my width didn't change, darn it. So I still have these big overgrown feet.
Duck paddles.
Yes. Quack. Where's my Donald picture when I need it?
I know. Yeah, my feet changed. I actually lost a size.
Nice.
I went from being a size 10.5, 11 in guys to 11 in girls, which is about equivalent to size 10.
Yeah.
So my feet did change in size as well as in shape.
Yeah.
My feet actually got more feminine. The same thing happened to me in a lot of parts of me, which are kind of uncommon in my body. And, all that changed. It seemed like almost overnight, although we know that it took some time to do. So, but in any case, you can go back to this. We are going to be headed to Thailand in a couple of weeks. You're right about that.
Yep.
And there's a lot to talk about, a lot going on there. You and I are going to be over there for almost
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm, of course, going to be having my surgery, so part of that time I'm going to be pretty much laid up in bed for a while and, recovering, and then hopefully able to finally go out and do a little bit of visiting and experience a little bit of Thailand while we're there.
Get a little bit of, you get to see a little bit of a...
Yeah. And we're going to try, and I think our intentions are to document.
Yeah. So
also, each day, from my bed, my experience in my surgery, so that we'll be making a separate video for each one of those days. People who will be interested will be able to come and be able to see of me and Steffi talking with each other from day 1 through day 7 when I get released from the hospital and sent to do my final days of recovery over in New York at a motel, which is a presidential suite motel that we'll be staying in, where I'll be able to continue my recovery and adapting to my new self, to becoming myself.
To becoming yourself, yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot to talk about that. I mean, there's going to be times, we'll take pictures and stuff like that of things that we see. We can include those in our interactions. And also, perhaps, depending upon how I feel, no promises made, because we can't take it off, but maybe even continue some an Outright with Ray and the GenderBlenders show from Thailand.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll be in bed, but I think that would work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
but there's a lot of things going on. What else are we going to go to? What else are we covering here?
Yeah. Well, for the trip, don't forget to put on your support hose. If you're going out of the country, and you're going to be on a long flight, we have like a 17-hour straight-through flight. So we make no stops, but it's
17 and a half hours, it says. Yeah. 17 and a half hours there. 16 and a half hours back.
Yeah.
So
it's shorter that way because of the
we've got a headwind and a tailwind. So,
but, for that, make sure you have your support hose on. Get up every couple of hours, walk around. Okay, you can do that in the airplane.
I have a trans specialist who I called, and he advised that both Steffi and I get the medical hose, the support hose. It's it actually wears, that's a circulatory hose. They're not cheap. They cost about $40.
Yeah, we spent
a
$40 a pair. Yeah.
Yeah, and you need to be wearing them because they help keep your blood from pooling, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you've been on hormones, so you're going to get some blood pooling if you sit for too long. My trans specialist, whom I called, advised both Steffi and me, especially since I'm going over to be having surgery and be coming back with having had surgery, to get up every hour and a half.
Yeah. Every hour and a half.
Yeah, so he specifically stated every hour and a half.
Yeah,
so that's why I was telling you we're going to have to get an egg timer.
Yeah.
And use that egg timer and set it for an hour. And
yeah, you got to turn her upside down every hour and a half.
Don't forget the over easy part.
Yes, over easy.
We're not going to get into it. Yeah, we're stay away from the soupy sales.
Ooh, that's very different.
I know. Okay, but yes.
Yeah, do that. I did not wear support hose on my first trip over to Thailand when I got my SRS. I did get up and walk around a lot, but I did not wear the support hose, and I wish I had, actually.
Well, and you're going on a trip again, and you still take your hormones.
Yep.
So you should be taking. You should
that's
have a
right.
split. And that's the first thing that my doctor said. Tell Steffi and you both get the support hose that you need.
So we do
to wear them, right? And you'll find them at pretty much any pharmacy, CVS pharmacy, Walgreens, pharmacies like that. They're not hose. You're not going to find them in the hose sections. You got to go to the pharmacy and ask them for it. They're a medical hose that you should be wearing, and they help.
It's for
circulation. It's for circulation.
Yeah, circulation sensitive.
Okay, and do not, when you're traveling like that, sit for more than an hour and a half. But get up and walk 5-10 minutes every hour and a half, which is what the doctor said. So that's some other information. If we get into something else, okay, let's go into the ships or airplane. We've done that.
Sealing wax, SRS, and those kinds of things
related to any corrective surgeries and stuff like that might fit into that category of sealing wax, because basically what you're doing is you're transitioning into becoming yourself. Yep. So you're going through corrective changes and stuff like that. So that would be. Definitely, I think sealing wax has a lot to do with SRS or GRS or GCS, as I call it, or whatever you want to call it. Some of them call it, sexual reassignment surgery. Some of them call it gender reassignment surgery. I call it gender corrective surgery because I'm already at that gender part. I'm already the correct gender. What else can I say about that? I think any type of corrective surgeries would pretty much cover something like that. Yeah, whether it be SRS or FFS or
anything like that,
or VFS, voice feminization surgery, and electrolysis.
Yeah, what you're doing now.
Yeah, massively. Yeah. So, am I afraid of the surgery? Not really. I'm afraid of having surgery. I have the fear of the unknown because I've never had surgeries before. So yeah, I'm apprehensive. I need it, and that's unquestionable. There's always going to be that fear, and I hold those reservations to have those fears because I think they're part of the normal thing. I'm going to look so much forward to never having to face it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Let's go for the cabbages. Okay, what would cabbages be? That would be food for ourselves, food for the body, right?
That's our hormones, right?
Okay. In transitioning, yes. In transitioning, I think that's absolutely correct. Food for the body is the stuff that we need to correct ourselves, to start our transitions, and finding the most correct way of doing it and doing it safely. I think is an important issue.
Yeah.
Knowing what the hormones are. Certainly don't want someone selling you a bag of goods. You know how you feel. You need to get with someone who's going to listen to how you feel and help you in understanding yourself better and understanding what your needs are going to be. A doctor or a trans specialist is going to be able to do that, where a normal doctor probably won't be able to. And also being able to afford it. Transitioning is not cheap.
Absolutely.
It's not cheap at all. So, and that's something you have to look at. So that would cover cabbages.
King.
What would you think about a king?
A king. There's a king.
Oh. That's Thailand money, which is a kingdom, by the way. That's close.
So that's Thailand. It's 1,000 baht note, which is about $35 in US dollars, kind of a thing. But
oddly enough, $35 that will buy a lot over there, versus worth $35 here. Don't buy a lot. Yeah. So there's quite a different set of translations regarding that issue is concerned.
Yep.
And I think in the king area issue, if we're going to talk about that, is when you start transitioning, the one thing that one must realize is that at this point in time, when you start your transitioning, it is about you. Okay. And we need to understand that, and your family needs to understand that, because you're going to cover a lot of area. You're going to come out. You have to learn that coming out means coming out, driving in your car as you full time, going to the grocery store, going to the doctor's office, going to clothing shop, going out and being amongst people as your true self. There are a lot of fears, as well as the emotions and changes and stuff that you have to go through, that you have to overcome, and that's very important. You're going to come out to family and friends. And you have to be prepared for that. Your family and friends are going to try to make you feel guilty and make it feel as if, which is very selfish of them, make you feel like you are hurting them. In fact, them accepting you is not hurting, but them not accepting you and trying to make you feel guilty for you becoming yourself is very, very selfish. And they don't realize that it's not you hurting them, it's them hurting you.
Exactly.
So I think that is a very, very important issue. So
that's, I think we've pretty well covered a lot of the cabbages and kings, haven't we?
Yes, and I think that was maybe a good thing that we were able to have a free topic today.
Yeah, so we get to talk a little bit about a whole bunch of things. Hopefully some of those things have been helpful to you, either beginning transitioning or as you get near completion and get near your surgeries and things.
Yes, I agree. So, all right, and my name is Stephanie.
That's Stephanie?
Yes, you don't like that?
And I'm Stephanie.
Yes. Okay, Stephanie and Stephanie. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Now, this would make some good duct tape.
That would make good duct tape, wouldn't it?